right? Lane 3, car number 21, Chad Blackburn, hurts. Alex, because it hurts.
Here with Mr. Chad Blackburn. We have just finished his inaugural run of the Pine Block Derby race at the GMCMI Solar Eclipse Rally in Mineola, Texas. Chad, can you tell us about your first experience in the Derby? I understand you didn't even have your own car and had to rent one.
Yeah, sometimes it's rough out there, started, thought I had a good, nice car, got it from Hertz, and, seemed good. Everything seemed fine until we ran the first heat, and I was surprised at how slow it was. And, then you start thinking, it's like, I rented a car, why didn't I rent a better car? Why did they give me the slowest one? So I don't know what happened.
So are you sponsored by Hertz Rental Car?
Oh, no, I had to pay for it. It was not a sponsorship.
What surprised you most about the event?
How fast the other cars were. It was crazy. I mean, I'd like still be on the starting line. Here they are at the end, and I'm just like, what's up with that? I mean, I'd rented a good car, I thought.
What would you change for the next time you participate in this event?
I am not renting another car. I will have my own car. I will have my own GMC Motorhome Pine Block Derby car, and I will do better. I'm not going to say I'm going to win, but I will do much better next time.
Do you think you learned anything from all the other people that were so much better at you than this event?
Just that I'm that bad.
Thank you so much for joining us hot off the racetrack. I know that you're exhausted from all the waiting around for those poor results. We really appreciate your effort. Thank you.
What are your prizes?
Pecan turtles and a notepad.
Woo!
Okay, so we're going to the weighing of the coaches. Why is that a big deal?
Just so you know you're loaded right, don't have too much weight in the back or front. You're ride hot, make sure you're ride hot. There's actually a printout. I'm going to actually find out a lot of things I don't know about it a little later. They're doing a seminar on after the weighing, you know, how much on each axle and things like that. So it's just being newer to the GMC community. I'm not sure exactly what all this does, but it seems like the right thing to do.
It's not as scary getting on a scale when you're in a big old vehicle like this.
You're expected to be heavy.
So what do the scales look like?
They actually have a scale for each wheel. So you'll pull up on the scale for each wheel.
Do you have an idea of how much you think it's going to weigh?
I really don't. Probably, I'm thinking 10,500, 11,000 on the heavy side. It's probably less than that. I'm really not sure.
Okay. Stay tuned. Are you going to stop so I can get in? Okay. Let's go find a mural.
Okay.
Absolutely.
This is Chad from Windshield Horizons. Wanted to talk a little bit today about the unique suspension and leveling capabilities of the GMC Motorhome. Everybody's seen the videos on YouTube, and it was so revolutionary, you know, when it started out. We got ready to go to the GMCMI convention in Mineola for the solar eclipse, and our first convention, you know, man, we loved it. Learned so many things I didn't even know that I didn't know. Just a great time. If you have a GMC motorhome, you haven't been to a convention, I highly suggest it. Maybe even just a small rally close to your house would be great. Just to get you're in the same boat or the same coach, as it were, as all the other people there. So we're all driving old motorhomes, and they all need upkeep, and just understanding them is a great thing. One of the things that they did, I had seen in some things on YouTube, that they do a weighing of the coaches. In my brain, I'm like, why do I need to know how much the coach weighs? I mean, I know it weighs, you know, the GVR, the gross vehicle weight's around 11,000. You know, that's all I thought I needed to know. So, so they do the weighing of the coaches. The interesting things we found out. My coach was the lightest one there. It is a 23 foot, but it was the lightest one there. So when you go to the weighing of the coaches, if you see here, this was our first weighing. No, this was our first weighing. So we go up, and first thing Jeff says is, hey, you've got a really low tire on the left front. So this was our low tire pressure. The height was 31.5, 31.5, same as the other side. But look at the weight, 1,900 pounds on the side with the low tire, 2,450 pounds on the other tire, which had the correct air pressure in it. So I went ahead and upped the air pressure, and now we're back 2,050, 2,150. So it had actually moved over 400 pounds extra on that right side just because I had a low tire. I mean, it's just, you know, crazy things. And usually when you have that on one side, you'll have it on the other side too, which is exactly what you see. The left front and the right rear were both heavier. So just very interesting things. One of the things that you find out about the GMC motorhomes when you're driving them is that you want the back a little lower than the front. He says an inch lower. So we got our trusty dusty Jeff Serum Special, because he's a helpful place, yardstick that he gave us. And so when you're getting ready to go anywhere, you always want, if you're going to be, especially on the interstate, you want the rear to be 1 inch lower than the front. So where you're going to measure it at is from the ground to right there where the wheel opening is. So we're about 32.25. So the rear should be 31.25. And where you're going to measure that one is right here. I have skirts on mine, but it's going to be right there where it would usually be. And I am right at 31.25. So that's about where I need to be. Let's go to the other side. And remember, all of your weights can change all the time according to how much water you've got in it, how much wastewater, how you got it loaded side to side. If you got all the barbecue grills on one side and solo stove on the other side, it can all change. So you've got to kind of know where you're at. So on this side, I'm actually 32.5, which I needed to be about 31.5 on the back. And I'm right at it. So now one of the really cool features of the electro level that I have is that you have an auto. You hit it on auto and it puts it where it's supposed to be for ride height. My valves are not hooked up right now. The valves are hooked up. The actual leveling valves are not hooked up. So I bought some turnbuckle top links that I'm going to put on those, and then when I go to leave, I can hit auto, give it a couple minutes, it's going to get to this exact level, and I can actually fine tune it with those turnbuckles that are on there. It's a great idea. Everything on this coach, we've been so lucky. Everything has worked. I did upgrade the air compressor, but I'm still running the original valves on the electro level system, which worked great. No problems at all. The other thing about this leveling system, or suspension system as it were, is that when you pull into a campsite, I can be done leveling in like a minute and a half. You know, everybody else has got their jacks out and their impacts and they're running jacks up and down and everything like that. I'm already done. Actually, coming back from the Mineola trip, we pulled into a Jellystone campground, and our campsite was literally about like this, with the coach going long ways. Well, 2 minutes after we got in there, it started pouring rain. So I pulled in there, I literally dropped the high side all the way down, pumped up the other side with the valves. I'm done. Plugged in, we were done for the night. Had a storm and took off the next morning, leveled her back up and took off. So it's just an awesome system. You hear about it a lot. There's not a lot of YouTube videos on it that I could find. I just thought maybe this could help people out. All this stuff I learned from Alex Serum GMC, and Jeff explained, you know, what he could to me, and I hope this helps everybody. And